Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, India great. Let us discuss why the Pahalgam attacks on innocent civilians. Terrorism's core strategy, fear and chaos. Terrorist groups intentionally target civilians to instill fear, create division, and undermine faith in governance. Civilians are soft targets, unarmed, defenseless, and symbolically represent the other side. Ethno-religious radicalization, groups like the Resistance Front, TRF, and their parent Lashkar-e-Taiba push an extremist ideology that views non-Muslims, particularly Hindus, as outsiders or enemies, especially in the Kashmir region. Victims are asked to prove their religious identity. This is not just terrorism, it's sectarian cleansing. Demographic narrative as a tool, TRF cited opposition to the alleged settlement of non-Kashmiris. This plays into misinformation narratives that India is trying to change the demography of Kashmir. Attacks are staged to provoke communal unrest and disrupt India's integration efforts post-Article 370 abrogation. Why the sudden flare-up in a normalizing Kashmir? Apparent normalcy is not equal to neutralized threats. Reduction in stone pelting and separatist activity did not mean that cross-border terror infrastructure was dismantled. Militants may lie low during surveillance and strike once the perception of calm sets in. Border infiltration despite surveillance, even with fencing and surveillance, terrain challenges, tunnel tech, and sleeper cells allow infiltrations. Military uniforms used in this attack suggest attempts to bypass suspicion and mimic state authority. International pressure on sponsors waning. When global attention is diverted, Ukraine, Gaza, etc., terror sponsors like Pakistan's ISI may ramp up covert operations. They aim to undermine India's global diplomatic narrative that peace is returning to Kashmir. How can these activities be curtailed? Let us discuss. Technology plus terrain intelligence, drones, thermal imaging, AI-based movement detection along forest routes and infiltration corridors. Real-time intel sharing between Army, CRPF, J&K Police and intelligence agencies. Civilian protection protocols, specific protocols for tourist areas, yatra routes, and pilgrimage corridors with time-based and identity-based tracking. Community alert systems and verified pony guide databases to prevent disguised infiltrations. Deep human intelligence, HUMINT network, local informants, surrendered militants, and grassroots surveillance networks can preempt movements. Incentives for information must be revamped and depoliticized. Religious harmony campaigns, fear must not be allowed to turn to anger against local Kashmiri Muslims who themselves are victims. Building bridges between communities through education, interfaith programs, and victim support alliances. Counter-narrative strategy, deploy credible digital campaigns to expose Pakistan's disinformation and terror propaganda. Showcase victim stories and Kashmiri Muslims condemning terror, change the global discourse. A note of reflection, this isn't just about strategy. It's about lives lost to hate. When militants ask someone to recite a verse or prove their circumcision, they're not just testing religion. They're denying humanity. This must be a call, not just for retaliation, but for resilience, solidarity, and unwavering vigilance. Let us pray together for those innocent souls who have become the prey of unscrupulous elements. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Jai India.